School, that's a truancy body. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a sip by the morning.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. Remember, the Chiefs and Pats met in the season opener last year, and it was the Chiefs that came in and shocked the defending champs 42-27 behind 4 Alex Smith touchdowns. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Mahomes again here on second and 10. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. And again, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll run here with Pumphrey. Muscles him off. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the rookie out of Georgia, Sony Michel, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Alabama, 380.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Pumphrey.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return. And instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. Gets through, and now an opening. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Left, 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 left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And this is going to be incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. And that takes us from second to third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this is caught by Watkins for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Spins away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and this is now a 1-point game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to and that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Brady now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Right. One play at a time now.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A give. This is Michel. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Wait! Here we go. Rip!
From the gun, it's Brady. And he gets this to the rookie, Sonny Michel, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No, 66. Orange! Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sonny Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Brady going to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Wait! Shadow!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Alabama, 380!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down to Michel on the dump off. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They're running it. It's Michel. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. On the handoff, it's Michel. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On second down, here's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Regular. Wide. Orange. Regular. Blue.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Brady looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wait, 20. 54. Go. Check it. Stop.
Again, it's Michel, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Michel, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing now is Mahomes, being chased out left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Left, 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 left.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Orange! Like 20, 380. Like 10.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Like 20! Like 20! Stop! Check 41. Oh, here we go. Oh! Alert 3. Bring it. 41 to right.
Shotgun now for Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
54! Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
To throw on third down, Brady. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 66. Ozzy. Hey, 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Like 20.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Now a play fake here on first down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
66. Like 20. Like 20.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to go down again.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Brady. Allen has it left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Brady. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 29, Alpha.
From the gun, Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check 41. Here we go. Tom.
On 3rd down, Brady. And that is is incomplete. The veteran Byron Maxwell forcing the incompletion.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one gone.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Blue. Wait 20. Wait 20. Go bandit. Right.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Wait 20.
On play action, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on third down for the Pats. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Right. Go 50.
Brady going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And now it's second down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in, Michel. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Left, left.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
One final try for Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be.